What's up guys, it's Shae and welcome back to my channel. So this is a little different. Also sorry, I am sick, so I'm just kind of popping in here and then we'll take it back to Shae in the past. But I did a first impression slash review on the Kayali Rose Oud, which is a pretty decent fragrance in my opinion. I actually kind of liked it, but I lost the first impressions video because YouTuber. I do have the review part up and ready, so I hope you guys still get a little bit of insight, a little bit of, you know, a little bit of like education and stuff like that in it. If you guys have any other requests for another fragrance, please let me know. 2024 has a lot of decent ones coming out, so I'm kind of excited to see what it brings. And yeah, I'm done talking here and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Here I am sitting in front of a camera and I have no clue where my livelihood is. Fantastic, Shae. I mean, you literally have one job in life and you can't seem to do it. Seem to. Wow. Okay, so first off, I'm way too far over. First things first, where'd my perfume go? Back. Hi. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. Am I looking up to you guys? Am I too high? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, but anyways, I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas. I know I did. My little sister got a bumper car, so Christmas was a success for me. What did I get? Nothing. I got nothing, but it's okay. I don't really need anything. I feel like I have everything I really want, honestly. So yeah, anyways, I don't know why I'm rambling. Let's talk about Kayali Rose Oud. And I don't know if you guys saw in my last video, I'm actually kind of like low-key bullet journaling back to what we were talking about. Rose Oud is, in my opinion, a good fragrance. I personally liked it. Would I wear it every day? No, not necessarily, but like I always say, I'm not the biggest fan of oud, so sometimes like, yeah, it was a good fragrance, but honestly, that fragrance will probably fall into obscurity for me. But we'll see. We'll see. I've actually worn it more often than I thought I would, so that's already a really good sign. But also, I'm just a diehard Kayali fan, so any fragrance that comes out of hers, I'm automatically buying it. You should know by now. Once again, this is my personal opinion. This should not be your deciding factor. You should take it into account of like what other people are talking about. But at the end of the day, if you want to try it, then try it. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you what I think about the fragrance, and then you take it and you form your own opinion about it. So, I hate it when I kick my tripod. But anyways, to start, I'm actually surprised with how long it lasted on me. I really was. I was actually really surprised because, one, I'm not the biggest fan of rosy fragrances at all, in the slightest. And two, I thought that oud was going to be so overpowering that I felt like I was going to have to shower. I actually didn't need either of those, and it was actually a very pleasant fragrance for me, but it lasted on my skin for hours. I think I only had to respray maybe once or twice, which is not bad. And yeah, I wasn't prepared for that, honestly, because after going through like, you know, vanilla oud was like the first fragrance that I tried, and then, you know, I did cafe and then tobacco, and now this one, the longevity on all of them was actually really, really nice. If you want a fragrance that lasts a while, I definitely would suggest any one of the Kayali Oudgasm, anything from that line, because the longevity on them were super nice. I really appreciated that, and if I am spending $140 on a bottle, I would like for it to last as long as it can, and all four of them gave that to me. For like how complex it was, like did it really kind of like transform and like mellow out, or like did any of the other notes pop out? Not necessarily. And I feel like that's just kind of like what happens when you have oud in a fragrance. Now, once again, I don't know like any of the scientific or technical stuff about it, but I feel like every time you have an oud fragrance, there will be some type of there really is no like complexity to it. It's like the oud's there and that's it. And something that Kayali did that was really nice is that it was rose oud or tobacco oud or like vanilla oud. So they also tried to make another note really, really prominent in that fragrance. There's something called Oud Sire by Ajmal. That is literally nothing but oud. That is literally nothing but oud. So if you're like a down to earth, like die hard, like oud fan, 100% you have to try Oud Sire by Ajmal. I think a couple perfume kiosks still sell it. If I'm not mistaken, it might actually be get discontinued. But for the complexity of it, it was really like just two noted for me. It was like rose, and then it was oud. Rose, and then oud. And then rose, and then oud. And then, you know, it was kind of like this little thing. Honestly, the rose was a little stronger than the oud was, which was kind of surprising. But on my skin, oud doesn't really pop out that much anyways. Well, it does, but it doesn't. If there is like another really prominent note in there, especially like floral, that floral note will pop out a lot more. Rose is already a very strong note in and of itself. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that the rose stuck out on me. But, rose can also get very overpowering, but I also feel like Kayali did a really good job to make sure that the rose wasn't overpowering. I feel like it did not overpower my nose at all. So I was actually really, really happy about that because rose literally can drown somebody out very fast. The projection, fantastic. That with like rose oud is definitely a compliment getter. Like I had it on and I think I got more compliments than vanilla oud. It was like, oh my god, like you smell good. Which is very random because like I said, I don't like oud fragrances. So on me, I was like, I don't smell like great. But a lot of other people, they were like, you smell nice, like you smell good. So I was actually really happy about that. It projected so well, but it was also not enough to drown somebody out from the fragrance, which is also really important. You don't want to drown somebody out. Like imagine you're on a date and like you're talking to them, but all they're focused on is the headache that you gave them because of how much perfume or cologne that you're wearing. Definitely, this is like an everyday fragrance. If you're into oud, this is an everyday fragrance for you. I personally, I think that if this fragrance was like in my top tier, like top echelon, definitely I would be wearing this fragrance like every day. But I just like, as you can see, hello, I have so many that it will probably fall into obscurity for me, but that does not mean that it is a bad fragrance. It's just like I have a lot back here. Like I have a lot of fragrances that I wear. I have a lot of fragrances that are like in my top 10 that are like my favorite. As you can see, I have my babies up top with like my nutcrackers and my candles and stuff like that. So if you don't have that many fragrances or you're just trying to start your collection, I would highly recommend you try and get rose oud because it's an everyday fragrance. It's just like something like, I don't know what to wear, let's wear this. For the price, I think it's $140 for a 1.7. Now I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. $140 for a 1.7 ounce sounds a little crazy. Like it sounds kind of up there, but hear me out. Oud, if I'm not mistaken, is a very expensive note. It's an expensive note to get, it's an expensive note to use. So they have to up the price of the perfume just because of that one note that's in it. So I totally understand why it's $140. A lot of people, if you don't know that oud is a very expensive product or a very expensive note, you wouldn't know that. But for those of you who did not know that, that is why the Oudgasm collection is probably as expensive as it is, just because of the fact that it has oud in it. A lot of oud fragrances will be more expensive because of the oud in it. I don't think it's like a rarity, but I think it's more like a luxury. It's like, this is like a luxury fragrance of its finest, like especially in like Dubai and like those type of countries. Yeah, that's like a very sacred, not like sacred, but it's like a very expensive tree to use. So that is part of the reason why it's so expensive. Would I pay $140 for a 1.7? Probably. For rose oud, yeah, but like for cafe and tobacco, no. But for rose oud and vanilla, yeah, I would personally. You know, they'll join my lovely family back here, and I feel like it's not a bad price. And even like if you know you're not gonna wear it every day, I think paying $40 for the travel sizes is not bad either, honestly. Packaging. I don't want to be beating a dead horse. I've already talked about it. In the last 3 Oudgasm videos, I will have them linked somewhere just in case you would like to hear about it. But I've already spoken about the packaging, the design situation. It's not even really a situation, but I've already spoke about it for the Oudgasm collection especially. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore, but you will see my score. And then for personal enjoyment, I personally enjoyed this fragrance a lot. Vanilla Oud is my favorite, top favorite, 100%. Vanilla Oud all the way, Vanilla Oud down. I will probably end up be buying a full bottle of Vanilla Oud and Rose Oud just because I like them so much. Listen, first off, I don't know how many launches Kayali had this year. I think they had like 10 or 11. So the fact that you could launch 4 oud fragrances is wild. So shout out to Kayali, seriously. First off, shout out to your PR team. You guys are amazing. You guys are so lovely. Thank you for even commenting on my videos. Like, that in and of itself means the world to me. And the fact that you guys even watch my videos is even like it low-key makes me emotional sometimes, because I'm like, I don't even have 100 subscribers yet, and you guys are looking at my videos and I can't believe it. I'm just like, I'm so thankful for that. So first off, shout out to Kayali to begin with. I've never received like PR boxes or anything from them. This is not a paid video in any sense of the word. You know what I mean? But I do want to give Kayali their flowers. I've basically followed them since they low-key began. And I really fell in love with almost every single launch that they had this year. I'm pretty sure I bought every single fragrance from every single launch this year. I'm pretty sure I bought Pistachio, I bought the Wedding, I bought Eden Sparkling Lychee, I bought the Oudgasm collection, and I think there's like a couple more, but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I have all of them. So first off, Kayali, you guys did y'all's big one this year. Seriously, amazing job making their fragrances better and bettering their fragrances, because there's like other, you know, fragrance houses that don't care about that. Like, I'm not gonna say, but there are other fragrance houses that don't necessarily care about you know, reviews and people trying to try their fragrances and all that stuff. So I really do appreciate Kayali 100%. I cannot wait until I see the launches next year. I know they have some amazing stuff coming out, and I cannot wait to be first in line to buy it. If I helped you in any way with this video, I really hope I did. Please feel free to leave a like for me. And if you end up trying any of these fragrances, like in any video, like it doesn't have to just be Kayali, but if you end up trying any of these fragrances, please let me know how you like them. I would love to know your guys' opinion on these fragrances as well. I know I'm kind of doing it and putting it on camera, but even just like a comment or like a DM or like any of my social medias, or, you know, even just reaching out to me like via comment, like down below the YouTube video, always means the most to me. It actually shows me that people are watching this and watching it all the way through, or, you know, I'm totally okay with other people having different opinions than me on a fragrance. I'm totally okay with that. I don't know who wouldn't be okay with that, but I'm totally okay with it. So if you guys ever try any of the fragrances that I do a review on and you guys leave a comment, best believe I will probably end up responding to it. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This will probably be... No, actually, this will be next year. So I was about to say this will probably be the last video of the year. It actually won't be. It'll probably be the first video of 2024. So welcome to 2024. I guess I'm talking to the future, but I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. I hope you guys are able to celebrate with the people that you love. And yeah, if you guys have any other requests, please feel free to let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.